live from Bar W. I thought I'd do a little video and I just go through some of my razors, my straight razors collection. This is a leather storage pouch, the Invisible Edge. I think £35 I think it cost me for this very nice soft leather, and it comes, you roll it up, it's like a watch roll but it's for razors, and you lift the flap up, and this is for 7 razors, so it's like my own little 7-day set, but I've got more than 7, so I only keep 7 in this one, and then I've got 4 little coffins for the others. So yeah, we'll set this down and we'll start going through some of the razors. So I'll start off, I'll open up, and what I'll do is I'll start with the first straight razor that I ever got, which was bought off of eBay. I can't remember who I bought it off of now. I sent it to Drew Dick for Drew Dick to have a look at and sort it out, and it's got a few little scars on it and whatnot. It's a, if you can see, it's a Wade and Butcher from Sheffield, England. It had a few scars on it, as you can see. It's got a nasty point on the end, which has bit me once or twice. Plastic scales, plastic spacer. But yeah, this was my first ever introduction to using a straight razor. Still shaves wonderfully. I did, after Drew Dick had given it a bit of a clean up, it needed a refreshing, so I sent it to Hugh at Rassels, and he really sorted it out for me, give it a lovely nice little edge on it, and yeah, it's been shaving great ever since. So that was my first razor. Let's put it away. And obviously once you get your first, it's like your tattoos, once you get one tattoo they all come straight away. I then quickly got these 2 razors. Original Wade and Butcher again, Barber's Notch, original scales, so this is bone, or horn should I say, probably some sort of, I don't know, buffalo or something like that. Lead spacer. This is a little bit pitted. The celebrated hollow ground razor, Wade and Butcher. Lovely razor. So that was my second razor. It's a little bit damaged, but yeah, it still does a job. Still, in fact, I shaved with this last night with Vanilda Tobacco from A&E, and it would give me a lovely shave. Next, this one. The scales on this couldn't be saved by Hugh, so he had to do me some fresh scales up using a from the time plastic. Lead spacer again. Barber's Rattler, Wade and Butcher. Barber's Notch on it. Another fantastic razor. Shaved beautifully. And then came my favourite razor. I don't think I'll ever get a razor that will beat this one. I've told its story on my channel. It's all original. This was lead spacer. This was bought for £1 English on eBay. It's French razor, and it was buried in the mud of the Somme for over 100 years, until it was found, and then it was sold as a relic, as a, you know, when they dig through the battlefields of the Somme. And it was basically a rusty old razor. Again, I sent it to Hugh, and he said he would struggle with this one, but he managed to revive it. She's very pock-marked, but this is my best shaver. It shaves better than any other razor. It's an emotional razor. I think about all the lads that were over there, German and English, and French, and Australian and American, all the lads that were over there at that time. Every single time I use this, it really is my favourite razor. And then we have my only wedge, original scales again, Thomas Ward of Sheffield, and it is a wedge. Beautiful, lovely little thing, shaves very well. Enjoyed this one. That's probably my most expensive razor, that one. It's cost me the most. Then what have we got? This is the John Heifer Paradise Square in Sheffield. It's still there. Plastic spacer. This needs a little bit of a touch up. It says "For the Army" on the back. Made for the Army. Beautiful razor. My only bone, blonde bone scale razor. Slater Brothers, Sheffield. Lovely little razor. All original, all old, all Sheffield. And that's that with the razor roll. Put that on one side. And we'll get there's a coffin that I keep it in. The Ator German razor that Matty restored for me and put his edge on. Absolutely fantastic razor. Germans as usual. You know, look at the grip on this, the jibbing. Yeah, very nice razor. Can't go wrong with that. I keep these inside there as well, these little, what you get in packets, you know, the silica. Keeps the moisture out, so I keep them in the coffin. Little trick there, if you fancy taking it. Next coffin. This one's got some history to it. Good old times, John Bull. John Bull. This is some kind of, I don't know. It's like a very fine bone. Tiny little tail on this. Tiny little razor. That's the full size of it. It's probably about maybe 3.5, 4 inches. And if you have a look on this side, you might be able to work it out. Wellington. The Duke of Wellington. This was made straight after the Battle of Waterloo. Very, 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 very old razor. Now, I think, I know nothing about this razor, but I'm going to guess that this was made for young men because it's a small razor. It's like their first ever razor, and they've put some iconic people at the time, John Bull and Wellington on, who was very famous after his victory over Napoleon. So yeah, this is probably my oldest razor. I would say about 1820s, maybe 1830s. But yeah, I don't use this one very much. It does shave, but it's a little bit too small for my hands. So it goes back in its coffin. And then we have got, this is where my master of the Swedish language comes in. This is my CV Helgestrand. Obviously, I'm fluent in Swedish now. After Matty's lessons, meatballs and ABBA. This is a number 2, but a fantastic razor given to me by Frank the Shark, honed up by Matty. I love this razor and I can't thank those two lads enough. CV Helgestrand. Skål, skål, skål. And the last one. This one needs a bit of attention now. It needs good sharpening up. But this is a Joseph Rogers and Sons Army and Navy razor. Sheffield, as are most of mine. I'm a Sheffield lad. But yeah, lovely razors. That's the last one. They're all in rotation. They all get used, apart from the John Bull and Wellington one. But yeah, that's it. That's my razors, my straight razors. Hope you enjoyed. Speak to you later. Bye bye.